Alright, let's see here. It is right to learn, even from the enemy. Ovid. Well, we basically secured Sicily, which is, quite an accomplishment, I guess. You won't be able to do this in hard difficulties, but I'm glad I did in this, normal difficulty for the most part.
Ships ready.
So I'm not at this point. I'm actually trying to think about what I'm going to basically do to, try and deal with Sciipi and what I'm going to do after that. I'll note that basically the thing about the Romans is that Rome actually has a big army next to it, and it's very very close to the Sciipi's capital. So I may just try to run in there, hit the city, and then destroy it, and then we'll go from there after that. Will be the plan. While doing that, I'll basically keep bumping up the tax rate here, I guess, when I get the chance to, and recruiting guys. Actually, how's the thing doing here? I really need to get this unrest down because I basically get out of hand a little bit here. So once I get this down a little bit, I'll start pumping up the taxes a little bit. But until then, I'll keep it down, I think. And something I'm actually thinking about doing, by the way, I got mercenaries over here on the Isles, but something else I could do, I could actually get slingers or other stuff over here. And these guys might be good to get. Spanish mercenaries, for example, would be really good to get. Just to sort of fill up this guy's army a little bit. And the Senate apparently grew, that's nice. Oh. So, there is actually events that will actually happen, by the way. And, well, here's one event happening over here. I'll basically, talk about the eruption of Etna in a moment, but let's just get to other stuff first. So, over here, I want to basically get the governor's villa going, so we'll get that going. Then I can bump this up to a very high tax rate. After that, the culture penalty should go away, but let's see here. I'll note at this point, I really want to start getting some, actual infantry and stuff. This is sort of create a nice little army to help defend this place if I need to. Get some of these guys, for example, as well. Actually, no, we're only get a few of them here, I think, for now, because I want to basically, preserve my money a little bit here. Now, there's a couple of cities that, if I recall, are basically finishing their building stuff, so... Yeah, Carthage is one of them. Let's get the sewers going so I can try and beat out the squalor a little bit. And then Corrales here is, still growing up itself. You're building up stuff like that, because that's what I said you do. You're also building up stuff in, as such. Yes, that guy's right there. I know, let's just drop this down a little bit just to keep it below. And in Lilybalium, why not? We'll get some more town militia over here. Carthage is slowly recruiting its guys. Thapsus is... I probably should be recruiting guys over here as well, at this point. I mean, obviously Carthage is the big city over here, but Thapsus is still, also pretty important as well. Palma, of course, is recruiting its guys, and... I'll actually get a few more of these guys going as well, why not? Alright, that's going to basically take all my money for now. That's fine. We'll basically deal with this stuff after. So let's look at some of the stuff that happened here. So the eruption of Etna. The Gulf volcano has destroyed the Greek town of Naxos by causing Mount Etna to erupt. Thousands have died beneath the fiery lava. So basically over here, this actually happened back in the time, I guess. So they actually have it, happening in the game at like 261 BC. Looks like we got a couple of priests here, got a family member. A lot of stuff getting, done. And these guys have declared their allies. That's not great for me because I might have to go after the Gaul if that's the case. And, alright, let's look at this guy over here. He's going to basically heal up his stuff, I guess, so... we'll do that. Now, so basically the plan here, I'm going to load these guys into the ship. And we're just going to basically rush to hit Capua with all my might, basically, before they have a chance to, like, do anything, I guess. There's the Roman army over there. These guys might come to help if I'm not careful, but...
Ready to sail. Orders.
we'll have to like, deal with it when we get to it, I guess. Alright, my diplomats, where are they? One guy's over here, of course. He's going down to, do whatever.
I will speak with them at once. Moves the
Oh, there's a watchtower. You'll basically see watchtowers put up by, like, various guys. I get to put up a watchtower, but they're actually pretty good for, like, walking territory if you need to, at points, and, like, getting, like, more trade and such. And you guys were gonna go... I forget, did I actually get trade rights for these guys? Let's go see. This is where I go to, like, look at our overview and stuff. I think I talked to Macedon, but I'm not sure if I did.
I will speak with them at once.
Yeah, I did talk to Macedon. Alright, so we're basically done with them. Alright, so at this point, I just want this guy to walk up to the Scythians over there. Get trade rights of them if I can. And I'll be this turn. Ooh, that's perfect. He's actually got his army outside of his city here. So there's the faction leader, Julius Scipii, or Scipio. There's Hastati and Princess Sicipis basically guarding it. And outside, basically got some Hastati outside. If I actually attack these guys, and they commit to battle, that'd be really cool.
I serve your will. Seen but unseen.
So there's this guy right here. Basically, he's a minion, Drotsman, faction leader, Chancellor.
Ready to
Let's see how this goes. So,
mighty general. Mighty general.
first things first, I'll note that this guy, if he wants to like hire people, he can basically get the Samnite mercenaries, which are basically these guys basically will like help like invaders of like Rome. So Samnite mercenaries are relatively dependable on light infantry, but should not be expected to hold crucial sections of the battle line. Blah blah. Basically, these guys come from the Highlands, and when they lost the battle for regional supremacy to the Romans, they basically offered their service to Roman invading invading armies of Rome. Basically, that's what these guys were all about. All right, let's see where we go.
Attack! Victory!
Well, I guess we're gonna have to hit the capital here. That's fine.
Attack! Besieging settlement, sir.
Now, I'm not really sure here, but I think it is actually possible I can assault this right now, and I'll show you why. So we're gonna try and weapon the Sciipi right here. Yes, the first conquest goal. Take out the Sciipi.
The smell, worse than any camel, is the enemy. Fear has unmanned them. Fear of you, oh brave warriors. Fear of you. So, let your battle cries ring out clear and loud. Death, death and glory.
Alright.
Wait my orders.
So, something to note about the Carthaginians is because they got these elephants. These guys can actually be used, I think, to attack gates, I think. Essentially, these guys are battering rams by the looks of it. Like, you know, it's what they can do, so... I think that's the idea here. They'll be going for. So, let's have these guys up front. And let's get this underway.
The enemy have brought up more men. Send them to the afterlife.
These guys can charge. And I'll get my slingers basically in back of them. I'm gonna get my...
Units, run. Units, run.
Here we go, basically the elephant's gonna charge the gate here. One hit. 2 hits. And here we go. My slingers are doing their job, helping these guys. By the way, elephants fighting people if you didn't know that already. I'll get these guys to prepare. Charge! Basically, elephants are going to frighten these guys while, you know, my other guys try and help them out. I'll actually get my elephants to charge in first if I can, since they can just like run over guys like nothing. Then we'll attack them like this. Oh, I lost a elephant. Yeah, my elephants aren't, you know, invulnerable to being killed, so... Basically, these guys are the ones I want doing the fighting. And these guys can just charge back to, like, you know, him in the back for the most part. I should probably note my guys are actually weaker than the Hastati, but, you know, my elephants make up for it by quite a bit. Now, I should probably note that elephants don't necessarily kill guys automatically, but they do, like, knock them down a lot, so that helps a lot. You know what? Let's just get my other guys in here now.
Your men have taken the walls. Now the way to your victory is clear.
I should probably note these towers can't be taken by your guys, so... There we go. They're unhappy and finally routing. Awesome job. I should probably note that my hoplites can't exactly run because they're hoplites. Basically, these guys are, like, fierce, but they're not really made for running. They're made for, like, defense for the most part, or very slow charges. What's the best way of getting up to his capital or square over here? So, I might actually be going up this road over here. So, let's get everyone over here then. So if I recall correctly, he's basically got one general. He has one percent pace, which basically is heavier infantry. Uh-oh, that's not good. My guys are running amok. I don't know why these guys decided to run amok, but yeah, you can actually kill rampaging elephants if you have to, but it's obviously not something I want to do. Sometimes basically your elephants can run amok. That's like the first time I actually saw that, but oh well. They basically serve their purpose. They help me take the city before I have to vacate it and such. And yeah, look at my troops. This is a little bit of an invasion force. These guys are slowly getting in. I'll note that my main plan here is let the hoplites basically take the front of the fighting, because they're basically, suited for, charging stuff. They're also very good at deflecting, arrow attacks on them, too, as well, is something you should probably note. Basically, the thing about hoplites is that they're very good at, protecting themselves from the front. So, arrows, attacks, anything that hits them from the front is going to be, more or less thwarted for the most part. We're actually going to disable that so they can actually run. I want to get my flanks up to the front, right? So get them running. Let's see here. My plan will be basically have these guys go right there, I guess, or on the square itself. These guys can deploy right here. And those guys right there. Get my hoplites up here. Yeah, somehow they're like, you know, getting through to block my runners. Okay. Whatever works for your realm, I'm good with it. If you want to put your general like that.
General, march forward. Run, mercenary hoplite.
Get my general up here too. Oops.
Units, charge!
Well, we're already in battle, I guess, so... The general's attacking? Okay. I'm actually okay with my light infantry taking the brunt of his attack here. Just for a simple reason that, like, you know, these guys I can replenish very easily. Now, you're not seeing that yet, but basically I can actually rally my troops if I want to with my general, so... That's stuff I can do. Let's get my guys back here first. I actually don't want my general being killed, so I'll obviously bring him back here for a moment. There we go, kill off another one. These guys are actually guys I need up here right now, so... And these guys didn't put themselves in hoplite formation, unfortunately, but whatever. They'll still be able to do a lot of damage on foot. These guys are tough, regardless of whether they have spears or not, so... There's my living spearmen. These guys should, you know, be able to do some damage to these guys. Alright, let's just get everyone up here. Just everyone up here and kill this damn general. By the way, there's this general right there. But now my spearmen are actually here, so he should be, you know... There we go.
This is a day of triumph. The Roman leader is dead, and his only reward will be a funeral urn.
Get my guys up here. If possible, I want to, like, you know... Just basically get everyone into battle at this point.
General has sacrificed himself.
Whoops!
But will this bring victory?
That's bad.
Men to turn and run.
While I can still win this, it's very possible I might lose if my guys all rout. So I very much have to kill these guys, hopefully before like my guys rout. And we're going to see able to skirmish mode with these guys. I think I'll win, but it's very likely that I might, you know, have all my guys routing in a moment. This is a very costly victory, to be sure. I'm going to win, I think, because my guys know they're going to win, but... There we go. There's two guys left now. This guy over here. And the general for, like, the captain of the other guys, I guess. Very fierce general, isn't he? Yeah, good enough.
Perfect. Your men have done enough. And a victory of sorts is yours. It will suffice.
Yes, it'll suffice, but it was not great. I lost pretty much half my army there, but oh well. I lost my general, which really sucks. But whatever, it's done.
Leaving the army. Victory is ours, mighty one. We have conquered.
And with that, the faction is destroyed, so one of my objectives is basically done. Now, with Capua here on like the Roman like peninsula, I'm very, very tempted basically to exterminate the population or enslave it, basically to like, you know, take off his, you know, his population and, you know, all that. And I'm thinking enslaving might be really good to basically boost up, you know, Sardinia's basically population a little bit more. But exterminate will probably damage like the Romans quite a bit, so I'm thinking about that as well. Plus I get all this money for like, you know, massacring them, so there's that as well. Let's just actually exterminate, I think. And basically what that does to the settlement, it like kills off a lot of like the people in here. And I get like a lot of gold for doing so as well. Now if I want to, I could retrain a lot of these guys in here, but I think the plan will be just to sort of push on. Because these guys have left themselves open. And if I take out like, you know, these cities, I'll get some good money from as well. Oh, some of my elephants came back, that's nice. So I didn't lose all my elephants, I just lost most of my elephants. But yeah, let's hit these guys over here. I don't really care if these guys rebel because, you know, whatever they rebel. But let's get my fleet to go down here. And yes, basically heroic death. This man has been killed. A true hero of our people has been lost to us. Glory and honor have a high price. But whatever, it's fine. Faction destroyed. Honest Carthage and hard work has destroyed these people. Their skulls are now no more than cobblestones on a road to greatness. So one of my objectives is done there. Resistance is futile. The people of this summit now understand that defiance is profitless and painful. The sword arms of your soldiers ache from overuse. Now, I get a lot of gold from all that, which is really great for like building up my stuff, which I'm very happy about. So let's have a look around at what I can basically recruit, I guess. Over here in Capua, we're not basically going to do anything for the most part. I'm actually really tempted to try and destroy stuff if I can. Destroying the barracks might be a good go for it, or can't destroy the governor palace, can't destroy the walls, can't destroy roads, farms. I don't really care about the port. The temple is like whatever. Let's try and destroy something if I can. And apparently that's instant, so let's just destroy all we can. We're gonna pillage like crazy. Yes, lots and lots of destruction in my wake. By the way, because I lost my general, I can't recruit anyone over here now, because you basically need a family member to do that sort of thing, unfortunately.
Aye, great lord.
And thinking about it, you know, I'm thinking about dropping like one of my like generals basically over there to like, you know, do stuff. Restrained, draftsman, management. Not really great for him, but whatever. Let's just have maybe these guys jump in here. These guys can go up there. You can go right there. And we're just going to transfer these guys like this. Well, basically, you know, get some help over there, basically, for those guys, if I can. Alright, so these guys are slowly going to build up some stuff. It's fine. When these guys are done this, let's get them to build up the port, is it? Or I think only the walls and the governor's villa are what I have to build over here. So I'm going to actually wait for this to get built and then build the walls after that. Well, there's a couple of these for now. I'll actually go just let them do whatever they want for now over there. So do whatever you want. Over here, I wouldn't mind getting the elite cavalry stables over here, but let's just focus on building, you know, profitable stuff, I guess, for now. So let's get to dockyards next over here. And then Thapsis, these guys can probably get access to the temple after they've done that. Now, this is still going to take a little bit more time to grow up. I mean, it's getting up to 2,000 at this point because they've already got a lot of their population back from like that first enslavement in Syracuse, so we'll get to where I'm going with, you know, what I need to. This guy can hire mercenaries, so let's actually have him hire up his mercenaries now. So here's the Spanish mercenaries, we'll hire a few of them. I could get some barbarian mercenaries. I don't really care much for barbarian mercenaries, but they can be useful, so we'll just get a bunch of mercenaries, which costs me a lot of money to get, but now I got a small army here to basically do stuff with. I'm amazed at how long these guys are living over here, to be honest. I might drop off the older guys over here for this, you know, Sicily summit for the most part, but whatever. Alright, so that's basically the first turn, you know, or not the first turn, but the turn where I captured, you know, that stuff. And these guys are all separated for some reason, but whatever. Go there.
I will speak with them at once.
Spanish diplomat, because why not?
Speak with them at once. Yes, my liege. Moves depleted, sir.
Ah, cool. Actually building up some nice stuff over here. Alright, so let's end our turn. I think. Still building up stuff in Cordoba, right? No, I'm not. Alright, so I actually want to get more defenses going on over here, so let's just get that out of the way. So yes, whenever you don't have, like, you know, proper, like, you know, ability to hold a city, in this case, because Capua, because I basically, like, you know, left it, like, you know, ungarrisoned and, like, you know, people are rioting like crazy, they will revolt and be, you know, do that sort of thing. I'm actually not, you know, unhappy about them revolting because it just means more damage to them, but whatever. Carthage built its sewers, Fafsis built the fort, Palma built the walls, Syracuse built the farms. You're already doing stuff, I'm fine with you doing stuff. Port's going to take a while, that's going to take a while.
Aye, great lord.
Admiral, how about you go over here?
Set sail.
And while we're doing that, we'll get this guy
Fire.
to go up here.
Forward.
Yeah, these guys are, I think, going to come over here to, you know, sack Capua, or not, but take it back, basically, so they'll be doing that.
I serve your will. Moving.
This guy does have his faction heir and apparently a couple of other stuff in here, so taking Tarentum will be, like, you know, not necessarily, like, immediate, but
Moving.
whatever. And there's a bunch of stuff down here.
Sire.
This guy's got a few troops around, so
Onward.
he'll be able to do something, but whatever.
Attack.
We're just going to siege here.
Reaching settlement, sir. Settlement.
I think I'm good with that.
Aye, great lord.
This guy's got one little, you know, ship here to guard me against me, but we're going to, you know, this is a Greek navy. Okay. Hello, Greeks. You can get out of my way.
Set sail.
Just going to get my guys up here.
Sire.
I serve your will. Seeing but
Just have this guy look around. He's an extra spy, but I would like me a little bit higher if I could. Alright, well, let's see here. Why are you guys so unhappy? Probably because I haven't built this yet. Now, something about these guys when they're rioting like this, it's very possible they'll basically, you know, completely rebel from you, and you'll see basically what happens when it happens, when, you know, when that happens, so... Let me be unhappy, basically, is the thing here. If I can let him be. Okay, my diplomat's over here. Get out of the way, Spanish diplomat. Alright, well, currently I have trade rights to these guys. Let's see if they will take my alliance if I, you know, offer it to them. Well, they won't take it, so whatever. And these guys, let's walk over here. Wow, he's actually attacking me. That's brave. We're going to fight this battle on the battlefield because Romans, you know, have an advantage over me, but whatever. Basically what I want to do here is wipe out his armies, and then, like, you know, I'll win and take out his city.
Take a up your spears. Saddle the horses. Drink the last of your wine. Fate awaits us, soldiers. Fate has decided our destinies. Some of us may soon be dead, but the survivors will drink to their memory. So, fight with honor. That way, you are remembered with honor.
Now, note by the way that the general in this case, he's not on horseback because he's just like a random member of like one of these groups here. He's a captain. Basically, this is my general right here. But that's fine. He's allowed to be there. I'm going to basically group these guys up and set their formation to be... Oh, let's see here. Let's set them up like this. And where are my general be? It should say in one of these guys, seriously, where's my general? Do I have to really scan for the damn guy? The guy with, like, no flag will basically be where my general is, but... There he is. So he's right there. He's actually showing up as a star right there, by the way, but I just want to keep this guy safe, so he's going to be, like, sort of in the back, away from the fighting, so to speak. Now, this guy does, like, he's attacking me, but it's in my interest basically to wipe out this army first and, go wipe out the other one. So I want to basically, advance on this guy first and then go from there. And I'll keep my general safe for the most part, so there's that. Alright, let's see here. I want to basically get these guys to... Go there. Go there. There we go, let's do this. Here comes the charge. Now this guy does have the ability to rally if he needs to, but...
This general is the perfect enemy. He does not stand, but runs away. Is there any point in killing him?
I'll send these guys down there to pursue them.
Chase them from the field and give them no rest.
Alright, let's see here. Basically I wiped out, this army right here. Now I'm going to form up to go after these guys here, so... That'll be our job. These guys, I'm just going to send them to, harass these, Veltites, so we can wipe them out. So they'll be their own group. And I'll make these guys turn off their skirmisher mode. And let's go from there. Basically let my horsemen chase down these guys for now. I got another battle here over here to fight. Really want to fight this one because it's got the general in it, so if I take them out, then awesome. I think that's actually a general right there fleeing, but I'm not sure. Might be down there. So many dead equities. That's the thing with Roman cavalry. It's not very good for, up in front fight. My guys actually better cavalry than the Romans. Even though, I've got weaker infantry, I've got better cavalry and, elephants and such. That's the only weakness that the Romans really have. They don't have very good cavalry. They're okay in the other stuff, like archery and such, but... Let's get this going. There's his Roman general. Oh, his general is coming over here apparently. The War Dog invasion is not really great, but oh well. Really, my main phase is to take out this general, so let's get over them, I guess, if I can. I might lose this battle here, but we'll see if I can take out his generals, the thing. There is right there, the general. Well, they got rid of his general, like, you know, routed him, but... There we go!
General has been killed! Now we will see the measure of his soldiers' courage!
I have to rally my guys and get them all ready to go again. You know what? Let's just attack these guys here. Oh, my Tom Ox rally. That's nice. These guys caught up over here, apparently. These guys are fighting to a death, apparently.
As enemies, these men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
You guys need to stop doing that so you can run. It was a close battle, obviously, because, like, you know, they were routing my guys, but I managed to kill their general, and then that made things a little bit easier for me. You guys can go after them, I think. Oh, their guys got away. So their Villadis got away, but I managed to kill off, like, you know, their general and a lot of their, like, you know, other guys. Now here's the question. How badly is this going to cost me, this battle? Because I don't have, like, you know, unlimited troops. But I am doing a lot of damage to, like, the Romans nonetheless. Those guys are going to survive for sure, because they didn't take enough casualties, but...
Your soldiers have brought you a great and deserved victory. The enemy are crushed.
That's done. Heroic victory, basically they killed like half my guys. I killed like, you know, all of them. Except for their guys that ran away initially and like the Velolites, I guess. So their Equitites and their Velitites will probably be the only surviving guys here.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
I thought Rome actually, like, you know, will actually go out to conquer stuff, but I guess they aren't. I will say this, I really like my income. I'm getting lots of it right now. Marriage celebrations. Stuff is getting built. Alright, Louisville, you are doing quite well for yourself. I wonder what devastation is all about, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. So at this point, basically I'm building sewers over here. I may want to get a shipwright to increase my like port income, but I think let's go for tradable goods first with my temple, because that also increases my happiness. Yeah, I like to keep my guys happy just in case of, like, you know, events happening. And there we go, this is finally, like, you know, getting under control a little bit, so... We'll build 6 of those guys right here. These guys can build up just a regular port, and... Well, outside of that, let's just also build up a market. These guys can build up crop rotation. As I said, I may want to get this right now.
Aye, great lord. Set sail.
We'll have my army basically join right here with these guys.
Set sail.
So now I've got, like, you know, a general back in here, which means I can recruit more guys. So I can get some Samnites, I get some more mercenary hoplites. Again, it costs me quite a bit to get these spies, but, you know, it'll bolster my army a little bit to take out the rest of the settlements over here, and I'll get back somewhat.
Ready to sail. I serve your will.
That's what's left there. Yeah, basically he's got Velitites right here, and he's got Equitites right there surviving. That's all he had, you know, surviving the attack.
Your humble servant. At once.
Now this guy's just going to walk over here just so I can see what the Spanish are up to a little bit, I think. We're going to pick up our guy here, I guess.
Set sail.
So let's get our army guys going, so... Yeah, everyone's just getting old at this point because this guy's not dying.
Mighty general.
Well, whatever, let's get this guy over here. He's just going to drop his guys in here. You're going to walk over to Syracuse when you get the chance.
Great lord.
You'll go over to Messana.
Onward. Ships ready.
Now, once I get this built, by the way, I can start building, you know, really good ships, so I may want to do that when I get the chance. The thing about right now, I want to actually start training up some, like, you know, armies over here, I think. So, let's get a couple of these, like, you know, long shield cavalry going, I think. They look like fun. Over here in Phapsis, these guys don't have any recruiting structures yet, so I'm not going to worry about them, I guess.
Ships ready. Yes, mighty lord.
This should be up to 2,000 sooner than later. That'll be nice to see. Palma slowly building up its stuff. And Cordoba. I realize that's going to put me over, like, you know, the amount of, like, you know, guys going to have in the city right here, but I'm actually going to start moving guys out of the city to start conquering Spanish stuff, I think, at this point, since, you know, we're at war, and I still have to conquer them eventually anyways, so there's that. And yeah, I'm basically doing everything before finishing off the battle over here to take out the Brutii's capital, I guess. Trade rights, map information. So there's a Sicilian territory over here, by the way, and then there's Parfy up there. We're going to basically make our way down over to here, so... And yes, I wish the pathfinder was better, but I'm not going to worry about it, I guess. Alright, well, let's do this then. This guy's just going to attack and, like, finish him off, I guess. And you know what? You'll basically see what happens when I'm not going to resolve this battle if I, you know, just do that. Again, the elephant's going to get killed, but whatever. But I actually didn't lose as many guys as, you know, as I did last time, so that's nice. Huh, those guys retreated.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
Alright, so the plan here, again, is probably just, like, you know, to inflict damage for the most part, so we're just going to exterminate them. Resistance is futile. And we're just going to go in here and we'll start damaging stuff, I guess, so anything I can destroy, I'm destroying. I'm over here.
Orders? Sire! Engage the enemy! Victory!
Seriously? He survived that? Okay. I was expecting that guy to be completely wiped out when I attacked him, but okay, that's fine. He's going to mark in a Croton, apparently. Now, this guy apparently recruited his Sciipi basically to help him out defend himself, but whatever. These guys will just, you know, crush him, you know, when I get down to him. By the way, the Brutii actually, like, you know, will actually invade over here in like, the, you know, the Balkan, I guess, area over here, I guess is what they're called.
Ready to sail!
And these guys can, you know... financial for the most part there, I guess. And you're going to go down here. Basically what I'm going to do at this point, by the way, is I'm just going to wipe out, like, you know, this Croton city. And then after that, I'm probably just going to ignore, you know, Rome for, like, the rest of my game here. But we basically have, like, you know, exterminated a little bit of Romans, so I'm quite happy about that. And you know what? Why wait? Let's get these guys on a roll. We'll get them to start walking over to one of these summits over here, I guess, so... they can go up here. And apparently this guy decided to build a fort out here for some reason. Interesting. So yeah, forts are actually something that, like, you know, are basically defensive structures out in, like, the middle of nowhere. I don't know why I built a fort here, but I'm not really going to complain about it, I guess. It's his troops, so, you know, just sitting out there, like, doing nothing. Alright, well, let's see here. I'm just going to save the game here. And next time, we're going to start going after Spain, I think. After I, like, you know, wipe out the city over here for sure, I guess. And I'll note, by the way, after I, like, take out, like, you know, the city over here, this army is probably just going to, like, you know, get replenished and all that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all the mercenaries I got here. I'll probably keep, like, you know, the ones that are, like, fully healed, or, you know, health for the most part. But if I can't, like, you know, restore, like, you know, the hoplites here or the slingers, I'll basically just, like, you know, leave them into, like, one of my cities and, like, you know, send everyone over here to Spain or Numidia or something to go conquer, basically. That's this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it's not so eventful. And take care.